Hey, sports porchers. It's your hockey Jesus with game 68. Pittsburgh Penguins at the New Jersey Devils. Well, Pittsburgh Penguins fans, tonight was a game we almost had to have. You don't want teams jumping over you this time of the season. And tonight, the effort just fell short in the third. Hop on the porch and let me tell you what is going on with the Pittsburgh Penguins. But before you get on the porch, make sure you smash that subscribe button so you can get the hockey Jesus after every Pittsburgh Penguins game. It's going to be important. There's going to be a lot of things you need to learn about the Pittsburgh Penguins in these last, 14 games? So let's have a little chat, shall we? Well, Pittsburgh Penguins fans, I'm sorry to say that the Pittsburgh Penguins fell short tonight in New Jersey, despite my effort of getting my son up there to the game to really root them on as a little early birthday present, and it fell short. 5-2 was the score tonight up in the old Newark, New Jersey area. Ah, man, a little bit of a heartbreak tonight, but in some ways, I've been struggling with these last 5 to 6 games, really wanting to root the Pittsburgh Penguins on. And you know what? They show some resolve. That I will give them. But it's clear when better teams want to push the pedal to the metal, they can just skate right by us. They can skate right by the Pittsburgh Penguins. And that's what happened in the third period tonight. Let's break it down a little bit. Look, New Jersey comes out in the first period and pretty much dominates the first 3 quarters of that period. Mercer scores a goal, gets them up 1-0. But the Penguins had a little bit of pushback in the first. And honestly, I thought in the second period, I thought that the Penguins had the better play pretty much throughout most of the second period. Pedersen gets a nice goal. Look, Bunning is really, I think he's really working out. Did you see how hard he worked on the boards to get to that puck? Then when he got to the puck, passed it right up through the middle, and Pedersen buried it. Good for Pedersen, by the way. Marcus Pedersen's got a career high in points this year with 14 games left. He's having a hell of a season. And for a hockey Jesus to say he's having a hell of a season, he's having a hell of a season. Good for him. That was definitely the bright spot of the game. 1-1, they tie it up, and they continue to push. You know what? Allen was really good in that second period. I do have to give it to him. He wasn't giving up a lot of rebounds, unlike Jari. Look, Jari was okay at points tonight. But man, some of those rebounds, it's just like he didn't have control of the puck. When Jari's on, not only is he stopping the puck, but he's gobbling it up. There are no rebounds. Look, when there's rebounds and you got Graves out there, and sometimes Carlson can be a liability with rebounds, just can't get to them. That's going to be a problem for the Pittsburgh Penguins, and it was tonight. Maybe not right away, but look, they're going good. And what happens? Gino just takes a really dumb penalty at the blue line. I don't know what he's thinking there. Look, Gino looked terrible tonight. He has looked bad pretty much most of the season, except for maybe the first 15 to 20 games. He just needs to find a way to change his game up in the off season. I think they're going to have to move him to a wing. I just don't see him being able to play that second line center anymore. He's just not good enough. He has bursts, but if you look at the way he passes the puck, look, I mean, I know he's not really passing it to many people. Drew O'Connor played up on the first line tonight. I thought he looked really good up there with Sid and Brian Rust. But Brian Rust needed to score a couple times, and both times he was stoned by Jake Allen. I think that really made the difference, at least in the first and the second period. When you have those opportunities, you have to bury them against teams, especially like New Jersey, because New Jersey is a team where once they get going in the right direction, they're pretty fast. they get that momentum going, they're going to be a good team. But if you can get them going in the opposite direction, which means, maybe you come out and score a couple goals and then they try and push too much, then they get out of position. They really aren't defensively sound. I think Jake Allen was a good get for them and maybe might be enough to propel them into a playoff spot. We'll talk about the standings here in a second. Also not good for the Pittsburgh Penguins. But yeah, so Gino takes the penalty and Timo Meier scores on that power play. I think that was the beginning of the end, honestly. It's only 2-1 there at the end of the second, but look, when you dominate the play in a period and you come out, no better than you started that period, that's a really bad sign. And you know what? There were 3 goals that happened in the third period from Holtz, from Mercer, and good old Timo Meier with another power play goal. Hey, somebody explain this to me. Does Timo Meier look like Liv Schreiber? To me, they're like doppelgangers. I think Timo Meier maybe is not quite as tall as Liv Schreiber. But hey, check out those pictures. Let me know. Send me some comments. I think that they're like brothers from another mother. They just every time I see him, I'm thinking like he's going to kick somebody's ass. But instead, he kicked our ass and he scored some goals tonight. Had a really good game. Timo Meier did. I love the way that guy plays. Just straight line, get to the goal. Great shot. Look, Hershier is also another really good player for the Devils. They got a lot of them. Jack Hughes. Look, I think the Devils can make the playoffs. That might sound really dumb, but here's why. Look, with that win tonight, what would you rather have? Detroit I think they lost, and they're going to stay at 74 points. Philly won. They're moving to 78 points. So the Pens, if they would have won tonight, would only been 3 points behind Detroit. But instead, with that loss, regular season loss, the Penguins now stay at 69. New Jersey jumps up to 70, and Detroit's at 74. Now, I know they have a game on hand against the Devils. Don't give me that. I know it's true. They could still jump over them. But look, if you jump over them now and you're 3 points ahead of the Devils and you have a game on hand with them, you're putting the fork in them, really. And the Penguins just couldn't do it tonight, and that's the problem. Look, Tristan Jarry, he had 38 saves tonight, so I'm not gonna fault the saves. Maybe there were too many shots on goal, but in his last 2 outings, he's an .868 save percentage. That was tonight, and the last one he got pulled in the third period. He had a .739 save percentage, and those are the 2 games that they lost last. So the Penguins got to figure it out. Either you're going to score a lot of goals or you're going to get really good goaltending. You can't not have both. Yeah, go figure that one out. So tonight, the Pittsburgh Penguins lose, and it really almost marks the end of the season for them if you think about it. Because right now, the Pittsburgh Penguins have to go 10-1-3, in my opinion. Well, it's not my opinion, it's math. 10-1-3 to get to 92 points. I think 92 points gets you in the playoffs. Might even take less, but 10-1-3 means they can only lose one more game. Look, I started the beard for 2 reasons. One, I got a little lazy and didn't want to shave after I came back from San Francisco. And 2, I'm kind of making my playoff beard. So when you see me clean shaven, you know the Pittsburgh Penguins are done. And we're no longer going to root for wins. We're going to start rooting for losses, for better draft picks. It's a really weird position as a Pittsburgh Penguins fan to say that, but that's what we're going to do here on the porch. I am your hockey Jesus, and I will tell you the truth. You will absolutely know when the Pittsburgh Penguins are out of it because you will see me clean shaven, and we will still continue to be here no matter what. So, Pittsburgh Penguins fans, keep the faith. And let's go, Pens.